So we chose Webanywhere. It was a very rigorous process that we went through, but in the end we ended up doing it within 3 to 4 months. I thought, wouldn't it be nice if somewhere in the world there was a company that actually had experience both with Drupal and Totara, and then also had all the complementary services and experience and depth and breadth of clients and experience to actually deliver this idea that we had. So, interesting enough, that week I received an email out of the blue that happened to be talking about this company in the UK that had done just that, matched up Drupal and Totara. And as we looked at them, all of a sudden in this race, there was a point where all of a sudden Webanywhere took the lead. And as I continued to go through analysis after analysis, they started lapping everyone else.
So we chose Webanywhere because they were one of the largest e-learning providers in the UK, and I believe the second largest in the United States. So when we were evaluating companies, we wanted to make sure that we picked someone that has been in the industry, understands the e-learning space, not just on how to do the technology implementation, but that's been around with various different organizations. So that's why we chose Webanywhere.
The reason we were so impressed with Webanywhere is because of Webanyware's focus on really just solving the problems that we were facing.
We appreciated the fact that they had more migrations and implementations than any other company we look at by a long shot. When we looked at costing, they were, very competitively priced, and quite often they were offering a premier solution or service at a pretty interesting price, a little bit better than I thought it would be. I appreciated the fact that with their multiple offices, they also had a development team, they had a design team, we relied on them for some human factors and optimization for searching.
I think one of the biggest things is just being flexible. As we started implementing and creating the solution, we started seeing things that we wanted to do a little bit differently, or looking at adding new features to make it a better experience for customers. And they were really good at helping us to adapt and move forward to meet the needs of what we were trying to do.
It was very clear when we were sitting at the table with them that we had a partner that could help us get to where we wanted to go, even though we didn't have the expertise ourselves. We needed others.
From a quality perspective, amazing. So anytime we needed anything to be done, any new enhancement, they turned it around really quickly. We pretty much did our entire LMS integration in less than 5 months. And I know typically projects like this can take up to 1, maybe even 2 years.
One of the things we asked them about, and asked other clients of Webanyware, is are they able to meet their timelines and stay within budget? And overwhelmingly, we absolutely said, yeah, they absolutely do. But in the cases where they didn't meet the timeline, in every single case it was because the client expanded the scope. We joined that group. We significantly expanded our scope, and yet we still moved, I think, very quickly inside of the time frame we took to be able to develop what we ended up with.
Once we had finally put our project together and put our business requirements down, we were able to easily work with the team at Webanywhere and delivered it on time. And we've had a number of programs that we have delivered to the market, and we were able to deliver them on time, and that's critical for us as a company.
Webanywhere was very interested in a long-term relationship if we wanted that. I talked to another company that just kind of shocked me with their price point, and it became very clear that they were looking for that quick hit from a big company versus someone that really wanted to engage with us, do some great and interesting work, and if they had earned our respect, that we would continue with them, and that's in fact exactly what's happened. They're leading in all these categories, and then when you compare the price and the capabilities, they were in clear in advance.
When we had people from Webanyware at our office, I didn't feel like somebody was selling me something. I felt like I had a sincere person in the room with me, helping me find solutions to my problems.
Usually after a few years, if you're going to regret it, you're going to start finding reasons to regret it. And I would say that in both cases, now we've been with Webanywhere 4 years, and we've been using Toter, I think, now 8 years. I like both entities better now than even from when we started.